I'm gonna kind of say what I think undivided life is and why I like it, I suppose. I really love the concept of undivided life and that it's one of our 4 goals because it's such a wholesome way to approach living as a Christian, I think. The fact that everything you take from Bible study and from your encouragement, from your friends in your Christian bubble, goes into the rest of your life, so that whether it be your classmates or your flatmates or the people you're with in your hall, they see that reflected in your life in everything. And that, yeah, we're not just Christians on Sunday in a small group, we're Christians 7 days of the week. It's a full-time thing, and we can always take joy in what Christ has done in our lives every single day, every moment. And it's so inspirational, and I just love that we have this focus, that we're undivided in our lifestyle and in our friend groups, and it's all encompassing, and it's just brilliant, you know? It's brilliant. Yeah.
Undivided life. I think it's really important for God to be a part of every part of our life, since He made us and He's provided everything for us, and our goal on earth is really to glorify Him and spread His word. So instead of being someone who is Christian, it's better to be a Christian person and glorify Him in all that we do.
True witness is one of the core values of TSCS. It's not just a matter of telling people about Jesus, but living it out. Taking initiative in conversations, looking for opportunities and ways to talk about Christ that are relevant for the person. Trying to find out what their questions are, what they're struggling with, and not just trying to preach or get your opinion over.
Hi, I picked Undivided Life. I picked that because coming to this conference, it was amazing how so many things that they said, the speakers said and stuff, they focused on the different parts of how you can bring Christianity into all the different facets of your life. And they did things like saying that when you come back from church, for example, you should be thinking about what you've learned and how you might say that and bring that into your conversations in everyday life. So things like when somebody asks, so what did you do in the weekend, you can say, oh, well, see, I went to church on the weekend, and at church I learned da 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 da. And then because you're doing that, they can see that your life isn't just a one-dimensional Christian faith, but that it's a 3D living, breathing, operational thing. And it really challenged me that when people ask me that question and other things, I just do give the one-dimensional answer, and I need to not. I need to go deeper and give a 3D, God-centered answer.
Okay, undivided life. I think we should be living a life that is undivided, especially around campus. It is so important to live an authentic life that makes people see you in the good light and the bad light, and sees when you're always a Christian. So whether that be in your Christian group, whether that be in your class, whether that be in your flat, we should be living as Christians wherever we are.
Yeah, so what is the undivided life? First, not being a Sunday Christian and being Christian every day of the week, and everywhere you go, being Christian at church, at home, and at uni on campus. And so TSCS has been a great way that's helped a lot of students to lead the undivided life, which I think we should all aim for. Yeah.
Looking at what was it? Undivided life. I was just sort of seeing particularly from this conference, is just seeing the importance of really being giving God our everything. And if we're not giving God our everything, how much are we really trusting Him in every part of our life? And then with that is also being really bold about the gospel and not being afraid. Not being afraid of what other students think about, because ultimately it's all about our pride and our sort of how we feel, that kind of thing. But just realizing that our identity is based in Christ, and what Christ thinks of us is way more important than anything else. So, yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
One of the main values of TSCF is undivided life. At this SLC conference, I really learned that with God's grace, it changes the way you look at your life and the way that you should treat others and be awareness of how others see you live your life. One of the ways we can preach the gospel is through the way we behave, and that the people around us can see that, one, that it's possible to live out the gospel, and secondly, that there is so much joy, even through suffering, there is so much joy and peace from Jesus. So I am going to endeavour to live an undivided life for Christ.